Now, from WBZ Sports, this is Burton Ernie Talk Football with Fauria.
Welcome, everyone, to Burton Ernie Talk Football with Fauria. I'm Steve Burton, and we're talking playoffs. It wasn't the prettiest game to watch, but Mike Vrabel's team has its first playoff win. Next up, a tough Texas defense. Sunday afternoon at Gillette, 3 o'clock start, by the way. Ernie Adams and Christopher Fauria alongside, so right out of the gate. Patriots, a young team. How do you think they handled their first playoff win on the huge stage?
They got a W. They're playing this coming. They're playing on Sunday. That's
Let's simplify it, just like that. They got a W. Let's move on.
Right, and this is not figure skating. There are no style points. Okay, I mean, it's the defensive game. It's going to look a little messy, but there's a lot of guys playing a lot of good football. And I thought they handled it pretty well.
They represented, didn't they?
Yeah. Do I think that the moment was too big for them and they were playing a little scared and a little nervous? Like, no. I think the other side is playing defense too. The Chargers were playing defense. They were making it challenging for them. Mm-hmm. And I think Drake May had some uncharacteristic misses on some of his throws that could have changed the dynamics of it. Poor ball security, I think, is another issue. But I mean, and to Ernie's point, though, I've never left the game going, "Oh man, I wish that would have looked better after a win." Oh man, I look in the mirror, that was an ugly win. No, I love ugly wins, man. You know what? Because they're the same. It doesn't matter. But when the moment came up and Drake May needed to make a play, the offense needed to kind of, get their act together. Josh McDaniels, put together a couple good drives, and the defense absolutely dominated the fourth quarter.
No question. And this is, remember, it's the playoffs. By definition, you're playing the best teams that are out there. Mm-hmm. Okay, we said last week, this isn't the Jets, this isn't the Dolphins. You're playing a good team. The game is going to be hard, tough. It'll be another one on Sunday.
I was going to say, now you're playing an even better team.
Even better team.
Okay.
And it's all rigged. You're playing the best teams. That's the whole idea.
Well, the good thing is you're playing the best team right now at home.
At home, right.
Right? And so let's talk about Houston, because the Houston defense, whoa. That's a whole nother level.
Right, it's another level, and you've got to take account of that. For instance, you got to run a few draws. Okay?
Just to keep them honest?
Just to keep them honest. They ran one, at least one I can think of off the top of my head. Sunday, they got 6 yards. You got to do that a couple times. You got to do a couple screens. You got to do a couple traps. Come in and crack the defensive ends. You got to chip them. There's ways you can make them know they're in a football game. Try to help yourself slow it down a little bit. Slow them down a little bit.
Yeah, this will be the one, a playoff game where the narrative and the billing will be quarterback versus the defense, like Will Anderson versus Drake May. That defense of the Houston Texans, violently efficient. That's what I would say. They are violent. They are efficient. And here's the crazy thing. They don't blitz a lot. They don't disguise a lot. They remind me of the Dolphins back in the 2000s, where it was the easiest defense for us as an offense to prepare for, because they just lined up and played. Right. But their asset, their strongest gift, was that they were really good. Mm-hmm. So they didn't do a lot of things, right? And that's what the Houston Texans are.
Right, but that's right. You got to take advantage of what they do. They're rushing harder field, trap them, run draws, run screens. There's some things you can try.
Outsmart them.
Right. It's a little jiu-jitsu. Use their momentum against them.
I do think that the Patriots have a much better. Will have a better roster than the Pittsburgh Steelers did to combat that. I think their roster, the Patriots roster, is better offensively. Even the quarterback, I think, is better. Aaron Rodgers. I'll take Drake May over Aaron Rodgers right now.
Aaron Rodgers stood there like a statue and got hit so many times.
That's the other thing. Drake May can run.
Drake can run and get out of trouble.
Right. I don't think there's any. I know that the Patriots lost to the Steelers early in the season, but I was thinking, hey, you remember what everybody was talking about then? Well, we can't give the ball to Ramondre Stevenson. All he does is fumble. That's a great question for an interview. Okay, you had that bad game against the Steelers. Since then, ball security hasn't been an issue. Tell us what happened.
Yeah,
that's
what changed.
What changed?
Ask that question.
Hey,
you dare me to ask. What happened? What happened?
Hey, well, something happened.
Right? No, exactly. All right. Thinking about Houston's offense. Okay, C.J. Stroud.
Yeah.
5 fumbles. 1 interception. in the last game.
Well, you know,
so 5 fumbles. Here's a quarterback that my point is, he makes a lot of mistakes. Patriots need to capitalize on his mistakes.
And I've never, you know, watching the chances I've had to watch the Texans this year, I don't think they do a great job handling pressure. I would say you're going to see the Patriots dial it up a little. My guess would be they'll dial it up a little bit more than maybe what we've seen over the course of the season. Put the pressure on them. Make them. If you think this offense, maybe they don't do a good job picking up the blitzes, well, let's blitz them a little bit. See what they
Test
can do
them
with
out.
it.
So he had the 5 fumbles, but he only lost 2, and he did have the interception. The thing is that the Steelers never made him pay for it.
Right.
The Steelers never made him pay. The Steelers had a short field, multiple possessions, extra possessions, and the Steelers never made him pay for the way they fumbled it around. I think that they can't do that against the Patriots. If they do that to the Patriots, they'll lose. Like, absolutely. Their just offense is much better, and they're just more disciplined, and they're smarter, and I think they're more explosive.
All right, 2 guys dealing with concussions. Christian Gonzalez for the Patriots, Nico Collins for Houston. So, do you think these guys play?
Listen, first of all, I want everybody to remember a concussion is a brain injury. It's serious, you know, and the priority number 1 is the reason the league has the protocols. You know, it's the medical well-being of the player first. You know, do they play? I have no idea.
Well, it is hard to tell because I stopped looking at the severity of the collision and because I've seen some guys get tapped just a little bit, out for 4 weeks. The Nico Collins one, his head went straight into the turf, and he was dizzy, and he didn't even know where he was, and he couldn't even get him into the tent. The Gonzalez ones didn't look bad at all, but they're all in concussion protocol. Whether they come out or not is up to the doctors, not even to any of the trainers. It's up to the doctors who are specifically trained to handle those things.
Right. But again, I want to emphasize, a concussion is a brain injury. Okay, it is serious.
You look serious saying it.
Yeah, I am. I mean, this is.
Did I act like it wasn't serious?
No, you didn't. But back in the day, people just shook their heads and played. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Now it's like it's always been a brain injury, but some guys play through it.
Right. Well, you know, it's because look, this whole thing. It's not just about a concussion at the game. It's about long-term serious.
Good point.
The CTE is real.
Yeah.
I mean, this is, you know, it's the ugly side of football, but that's why it's the medical well-being of the player first.